Hello and welcome to a special edition of Your Health Matters. I'm Janet ZAPPALA. And we begin with news about an implant that restores hearing to those who have severe to profound hearing loss or deafness. It's called the cochlear implant, and it's been around for about 20 years, but it's always being upgraded as technology advances. I recently spoke with a desert resident who's had the implant now for about 5 years and his doctor who performed the surgery.
I want to hear again.
There's nothing else that changes a patient's life like giving them their hearing back.
And that's exactly what happened with Dr. Maya Cotto's patient, Bill Butler. When he came to see her 5 years ago, he was completely deaf in his left ear, and he says he could only hear noises with his right.
The clarity was terrible. If somebody spoke behind me, I couldn't tell what words they were using.
As a result, Bill says he became withdrawn.
I shied away from social interaction.
Even the little things that Bill enjoyed with his wife, they couldn't do anymore.
My wife and I had stopped going to see movies
For 12 years, and no more concerts, which they also loved attending. Bill says he did get hearing aids until even the most powerful didn't work anymore.
How are you doing with both of your implants?
They're doing very well.
You're speaking to him as you would speak to a normal person, and he's conversing right back with you.
All because of the cochlear implant, which has two parts.
There's an internal device that is surgically implanted by the surgeon, and then there's an external device,
Which you can see on Bill. The external part has a microphone that receives the sound and a speech processor.
Without the external component, he would not hear.
Unfortunately, Dr. Cotto has been unable to perform the implant surgery for 3 years because hospitals here consider it to be a financial loss. It's still unclear if they'll be able to support the surgery in the future.
When you see somebody like Bill, it's wow. I don't know how people can't be compelled to want to do this for the patient. We need a facility.
For now, the doctor says she has to send patients out of town to have the implant surgery.
If I could do anything in my power to provide that to more patients, I would.
I'm so delighted. It's just literally given his life back, our life back. We go to music concerts now like we used to do.
It was nice hearing my wife's voice again.
And the cochlear implant, which is FDA approved, can be used on adults and children. The benefits, as you just saw there, are nothing short of miraculous, but there are some risks as well. If you'd like more information about the cochlear implant, you can contact Dr. Maya Cotto's office in Palm Desert. And now the latest on a clinical study that's currently underway right here in the Valley to cure gonorrhea. It's a very common infectious disease among gay, bisexual, and trans men, though women can also get it. The key to stopping the spread of gonorrhea is practicing safe sex, but if you have it, treat it as soon as possible. In fact, gonorrhea, an infection caused by a bacteria spread by sexual contact, can be serious, even life-threatening if not treated. Symptoms can appear within 1 to 14 days after the infection and include a yellow discharge, burning and pain in the pelvis or testicles, or a sore throat.
Certainly whenever a symptom develops, like a burning discharge or a rash or skin lesions, they need to go and get a complete sexually transmitted infection workup done.
And you can get tested discreetly at the doc at Desert AIDS Project. Dr. Stephen Scheibel is the medical director there and is heading up the clinical trial. A challenge, he says, because over time the gonorrhea bacteria has become resistant to antibiotics.
Because the bacteria have devised ways to inactivate the antibiotics, so we have to come up with a new antibiotic that can attack the bacteria in a novel way.
And that's exactly what they've done. Sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline, Dr. Scheibel, together with Palm Tree Clinical Research, have seen a 100% cure rate during clinical trials.
Now we're coming up with newer antibiotics that do totally cure the gonorrhea infection, even if the gonorrhea is resistant to multiple other antibiotics.
The focus of the clinical study is on dosage, 1,500 or 3,000 milligrams. Both doses have cured the infection in the clinical trial, which still needs about 80 more people to participate in the 2-visit study.
We do the first visit, which is a screening and baseline visit. During this visit, they do get dosed with the medication.
Participants come back when their test results come in. The study has narrowed its focus now to looking primarily for men who have pain or a discharge.
They want to isolate the bacteria itself, which is difficult to culture, and test it against a variety of antibiotics, including the new antibiotic, to find what level of resistance may be there.
And for more information on the clinical trial, you can call Palm Tree Clinical Research. A look now at the latest advancements in knee replacement surgery. About 1 million procedures are done every year in the U.S., many right here in the desert. And current technology is making for a longer-lasting, more natural and comfortable result.
We can actually make a three-dimensional model of a patient's knee from a CAT scan and then 3D print an implant that's an exact shape and size replica of their knee.
3D customized technology like this can calculate how much correction is needed.
We also match the curvatures of the patient's own bone. So these are called J-curves, and every patient has a unique set of J-curves, and that determines how the knee moves,
making the artificial knee very close to the real thing.
We've been able to take thoughtfulness, marry it with really cutting-edge technology, and get as close to what your God-given parts were originally.
Marilyn Murray is nearly 6 months post-surgery. She injured her knee in a car accident years ago, and over time, she says it got worse, limiting her mobility.
That's when I started to realize that I couldn't do everything I wanted to do.
And that was enough motivation for Marilyn to get a new knee, a decision the doctor advises shouldn't be taken lightly.
You got to be at the point where you're debilitated to see the improvement from going through a major surgery.
A major surgery that can be life-changing, giving back a person's ability to move again without limitation. But it does take work.
You have to really have the mindset that you're going to do the physical therapy. If you're motivated, it'll work.
In Marilyn's case, it's tough to tell which knee is real and which one is the imitation.
It's full flexibility.
And so what we've shown so far is that the knees feel more normal, they move more normally, there's less bleeding, less swelling after the surgery, quicker return of range of motion and flexibility, and a lower infection rate.
And if all that sounds pretty good, Dr. Sinha tells me they're already working on the next generation of implants where doctors will actually build the implant inside a patient's knee using very small incisions, most likely with the help of robotics, so a lot less invasive. And coming up as we continue using robotics in the OR, a look at a much less invasive type of surgery, much more precise for the doctor and faster recovery time for the patient. We'll be right back.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is here. Lease the 2016 IS200 Turbo for $349 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
This holiday season, give a gift that will last a lifetime. Fine jewelry from El Paseo Jewelers. From the most exquisite diamonds to precious gemstones, the widest selection of fine quality jewelry at competitive prices. From all of us at El Paseo Jewelers, we want to wish you and your family a wonderful holiday season. Light up the holidays with something special from El Paseo Jewelers. Visit our new location on El Paseo by San Pablo next to Starbucks. El Paseo Jewelers. Make forever. Start today.
It's so peaceful up there.
Enjoy the freedom to go far, far away. Hurry in now and get most 2015 Jeep Cherokee vehicles for 0% APR for 75 months. Offer ends January 4th. See Star Wars. California residents get 0% APR for 75 months plus $1,500 total bonus cash on the 2015 Cherokee Latitude.
Meet the Moores. We're the Moore family, and as you can see, we needed internet that could do more.
We do more games.
And more streaming.
So we need more speed.
That's why we switched to Time Warner Cable.
Now we can connect more devices at the same time.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Look at that.
Time Warner Cable even has an internet plan for us.
Get the speed you need. Internet plans start as low as $14.99 per month. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC.
So Santa has a transporter?
For the big stuff.
Cool.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is here. Lease the 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
And welcome back to the special edition of Your Health Matters. Hysterectomies, they are the second most common surgery among women here in the U.S. The operation involves removing the uterus and is usually recommended if a woman is diagnosed with certain conditions, including heavy menstrual bleeding and/or fibroid tumors. There are a few different ways to perform the surgery, but using robotics is now becoming more the norm than the exception.
So this is her ovary. This is her fallopian tube here.
45-year-old Colette Agerbrotten was diagnosed with both fibroid tumors and heavy menstrual bleeding. Her doctor recommended a complete hysterectomy.
When you've had all these symptoms for so long, you're just kind of anxious to get it over with.
Her fibroids so large they were causing her extreme pelvic pain.
This is what's causing all of her pain. It's pushing on everything.
OBGYN Lisa Bowden is using the Da Vinci robot, a sophisticated robotic system that allows her to perform a much finer, more delicate surgery, and with more dexterity and control than conventional laparoscopic surgery, where a small camera is used. This is the next step. With the robot, for example, the anatomy is magnified 10 times over what doctors see with traditional laparoscopy.
So this is her ovary.
And the images are all in 3D. The robot also enables surgeons to operate in a way that otherwise would be impossible, like moving their instruments 710 degrees.
I physically can't do that. It's impossible. It's also a 3D camera, so it's literally like I'm putting my head in the patient's pelvis.
She has a huge fibroid in the back of her uterus here.
And this is also minimally invasive surgery,
where you have small incisions or a single site incision that are almost scarless.
a far cry from hysterectomies done abdominally.
Which means you have a big incision going across your abdomen.
Having surgery done with the robot usually means
less downtime, less pain, less blood loss, smaller incisions, back to work faster.
We've come a long way, and Eisenhower Medical Center has multiple Da Vinci robots, so a lot of their surgeons now are using them more and more for different types of procedures, including cardiovascular and vascular surgery, urology, prostate, and orthopedics. Well, still ahead as we continue zapping the double chin. It's the latest in non-invasive enhancements to keep you looking and feeling great.
Something I feel when I'm right here, where I want to be. It's so clear, friends and family make it home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is my new NBC, KMIR News. Yeah, this is the place where the news comes first.
It's Ford's year-end sell-a-thon. Get an extra $1,000 trade assist cash on many of Ford's 2015 best sellers, or lease a Fusion for $199 a month with only $625 due at lease signing after Ford rebates. Hurry, it all ends January 4th.
I'm Jerry Gugino, founder of Poteri Solar. We don't call you on the telephone. We don't ring your doorbell at supper time. I guess you could say we do things the old-fashioned way. Call now and learn how you can save $2,000 instantly. Also, take advantage of our 30% tax credit.
Invest in sunshine. Poteri Solar.
Wondering which mattress is right for you? Come to a Mathis Sleep Center and check out Eco Comfort, our best-selling mattresses. With innovative ice soak covers that stay cool all night, eco-friendly foam that gives you perfectly contoured support, and a 25-year warranty at about half the cost of the nationally advertised brands. Come get yours right now, and we'll even throw in a gift card worth up to $300. The best value on the best night's sleep you've ever had, only at a Mathis Sleep Center near you.
The Desert Recreation District offers facilities, parks, and pools for every kind of recreation. Planning a special event or celebration, from birthday parties to picnics, indoors and out of doors, check out myrecreationdistrict.com or call 760-347-3484.
Welcome back. All right, listen to this. Submental fullness. You know what that is? Well, means a double chin. It is very common and affects both men and women, many even at a young age, although, of course, it can happen with aging, weight gain, even genetics. But now there's a way to zap those fat cells with an injectable called Kybella.
Kybella destroys fat cells.
The recently FDA-approved Kybella is actually derived from a naturally occurring bile salt in our bodies, which digests food in our gallbladder.
And the bile salt knows what to do because it does it in our body. It dissolves fat. This is the area. This is the real estate. This is what we are addressing, and that area is the submental, which means below the chin.
Board-certified dermatologist Wendy Roberts says Kybella works for all stages of submental fullness.
It recognizes the fat, and it doesn't care what stage the fat's in. It's going to get rid of it.
Joe Tiano came to Dr. Roberts because he felt his double chin made him look older than he feels.
It's not a matter of being vain. It's a matter of, hey, I feel good. Why not look good?
For some patients, it may take up to 6 treatments before they see the desired result. During the 10 to 15-minute session, the doctor identifies the area where she'll target the injections, and a grid is used to serve as a guide.
They're all different colors, and you know where you left off. You don't want to inject the same area. You just want to kind of keep going along the landscape. A little bit of an ouch.
The good news is once the fat cells are destroyed, they don't come back. No retouch needed.
That fat cell does not return. This looks good.
And when it comes to any risks or discomfort, the doctor says
it's mostly swelling, which is actually the medication doing its job, destroying the fat cells. Here.
And once the swelling goes down, that's when the tightening begins. Other risks may include potential nerve damage and facial paralysis. The doctor advises people to do their research. Know your doctor's background and experience.
This is very important. This is your face and your body, and you really need to know whose hands you're putting it in.
Good advice there. Well, chin up. Raise your hands up in the air. That's just some of what seniors are hearing at the Mizell Senior Center in Palm Springs, where classes are currently being held to help seniors with their balance, and in doing so, reducing their risk and fear of falling.
Falling, and I can't get up.
Falling has become an epidemic among older adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1/3 of Americans 65 and older fall every year. Falls, in fact, are the leading cause of fatal injury among the older population.
Bring one arm up.
But these numbers can change through classes like this one.
Good balance, perfect. 5, 4.
It brings people who are afraid of falling out of their homes. They begin learning the core exercises, and they begin talking about their fears of falling.
This Get Balanced class at the Mizell Senior Center in Palm Springs focuses on helping seniors get their confidence back.
If you start to lose your balance, you pull your belly button in and you catch yourself. That's the name of the game.
Helping to rid their fear of falling, which allows seniors to live a more active, vital life. Here, they're getting stronger, more agile, and controlled.
They're able to catch themselves on the fall. It strengthens them. It gives them better balance, better flexibility.
Falling, says chiropractor Mark Eisman, is not a part of aging. So helping to change mindset is also part of the program.
Part of our program is to change a negative thought into a positive thought, and I think as we do it as a group, it rubs off.
It's working for 97-year-old Marjorie Carlson.
It makes you feel strong. It brings you security.
Hold it down at 8 and I'll count. 99, 98.
Get balanced and get your life back.
And the Mizell Senior Center is also offering a Matter of Balance class to help seniors who have sustained a fall and are concerned about improving their overall balance and strength. And other facilities as well, including Desert Regional Medical Center, are offering balance classes. Coming up after the break, Filler Up. These days, fillers are all about maintenance, just like mani-pedis and peroxide. That story next.
You can hear the children singing, listen to the bells, and bring a ling-in. Gifts of love will soon be bringing home. Families gather around the tree, boys and girls on Santa's knee. All the sounds and sights to see. Wishing you the very best. Happy holidays from KMIR.
That must have been some sale, Patty.
Jim just had to have it. We saved big. You?
I had to have this. Wow. Love all of this.
It lights up everything.
This holiday season, see your GMC dealer and get something you really want. Now current lessees, switch to GMC and get this low mileage lease on this 2016 Terrain for around $199 per month with just $939 due at signing.
It's Sit and Sleep's best holiday gift to you ever. Buy a luxury Serta mattress set and we'll upgrade your box spring to an adjustable base at no extra charge. Right now, we're liquidating our 2015 inventory by slashing up to 50% off America's best brands, plus sleep interest-free for 1 full year. Give yourself the gift of a great night's sleep with an adjustable base at no extra charge during Sit and Sleep's year-end clearance sale. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free!
From the very beginning, his own style, his own way. Todd Rundgren. In concert. Highlighting his 50-year career. Saturday, January 9th at 8 p.m. at Spotlight 29 Showroom. Tickets are on sale now at the Spotlight 29 box office or at Spotlight29.com. Only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
Hair loss. Those 2 words alone can strike fear in many of us, right? But these days, there are a lot of things we can do to keep a full head of hair. In the past here, we've talked about some other options, including the topical and oral medications that work beautifully for some, but there's also this.
You can comb it any way you want. It's not going anywhere.
Meet Joe Danini. He's been cutting hair since way back, and over the years, he found his niche in hair replacement. If it's hair you want, Joe's got you covered.
It's a process where all the hairs are put in individually.
Making for a very natural-looking head of hair.
It looks like it's coming out of your scalp. These hairs are injected individually into a polyurethane. We take a mold of the head, take a hair sample, match the hair color perfect, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks to make it.
It's then bonded to the head using a medical adhesive. The cap will need rebonding after about 4 weeks.
As your hair grows out, this is going to start to loosen. So you come back and we rebond it.
When Joe called and told me about this, I told him I had to see it to believe it. Well, seeing is believing. Joe uses human hair and says you can swim with this and shampoo it daily.
So it's more natural. You can do more with it. You can color it, you can perm it.
And Joe would know, not only because this is his work, he's also sporting a hairpiece himself. And even upon very close inspection, take a look, it's tough to tell.
It looks like my scalp's coming through that. Comb it down, forward, back. When you look good, you feel good.
So true, and Joe says one of the reasons he began doing hair replacement is because of his own male pattern baldness. Now he helps many other people, including those with alopecia, and while he cuts and styles the piece to match the hair you do have, he also can do full hair replacement if needed. Well, back to fillers now. As you know, they are huge. In fact, the field is always advancing with new products, and in most cases, consumers love them because fillers provide instant gratification. We looked at the latest in lip fillers, keeping in mind there are things to be very careful about when puffing up your pout. When it comes to plumping up the lips, it's a fine line between beauty and going overboard.
We want them to say that you look fresh and beautiful. We don't want them to say, well, oh, you did your lips, because then it's a failure.
It's all about looking natural, according to Dr. Timothy Joshin. He says people are fighting off the signs of aging, but doing so with maintenance in mind.
And the people that look the best are people that come in and do little tweaks here and there, and they look natural and they feel great. You're doing okay?
Mm-hmm. Debbie Johnson wanted her fine lines and wrinkles softened, as well as a little puff in her pout.
The lines up here and then kind of the flatness around the mouth.
The doctor is using Restylane Silk.
It's great for the vertical lines.
A clear hyaluronic acid injectable. Restylane Silk is a very fine filler that doctors say works best for fine lines and wrinkles and also helps define the lips.
So you can see the fine lines and wrinkles have disappeared from here to here, and there's also just a little bit more fullness in the lip.
But the syringe can make us cringe. Johnson used ice beforehand to help numb the pain.
It's a choice, and so when it's a choice, I'm willing to tolerate the pain and the discomfort.
Dental blocks can also be used to numb the area, and there's lidocaine in the filler to make the procedure a bit more comfortable.
It's just a little poke. It's not bad.
Of course, there is some redness and possible swelling with fillers.
You do have a period of about a day to 2 days where you're swollen.
And potential bruising.
If you hit a blood vessel, you're going to get a bruise.
Getting fillers may not be for everyone. The good news is there are no serious side effects, and the little things that may drive you crazy can be corrected with little or no downtime.
Staying and looking beautiful and looking natural has become much more available to people today.
No pain, no gain, right? Well, a relaxing retreat right here in the Valley. How one spa is helping people feel better using a natural resource.
Something I feel when I'm right here, where I want to be, it's so clear. The Coachella Valley we call home.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Ginger Jeffries. Thank you so much for sharing with me your beautiful weather photos. Just keep them coming, and we'll see you on KMIR News.
NBC, KMIR News. Yeah, this is the place where the news comes first.
When people ask us what makes Desert Alarm different, our answer is always the same. We offer top-of-the-line security at bottom-line prices. Hello, my name is Chris Medane. Backed by popular demand, receive a complete security system package installed at no cost to you and no setup charges. And if you're not happy with your current provider, switch your service to Desert Alarm today and receive your first 3 months monitoring free. There is no better time to switch than now. Call today, 322-1562.
Jaguar introduces our new generation of vehicles, built from lightweight aluminium to enhance performance, connected like never before with the latest technology. We do love it when a plan comes together. Now all our new models are protected by best-in-class coverage, including complimentary scheduled maintenance. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer during the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event.
At the office of Dr. Bruce Bauman, we believe your dental health is key to a healthy lifestyle.
That's why our practice focuses on cosmetic, implant, and general dentistry. And we keep ahead of the curve on technology to give you life-changing results. Our caring and well-trained staff can assist you with all of your dental needs, and we welcome your questions.
So call today at 760-610-6743 or visit our website at palmdesertsmiles.com.
You're going to love this. One of the oldest destination spa resorts in the country is right here in the Coachella Valley. Two Bunch Palms Resort in Desert Hot Springs recently celebrated its 75th anniversary, and the mineral waters surrounding the resort, considered to be the top 10 springs in the world, have been flowing continuously for 600 years. Truly an oasis in the desert. It's about as peaceful a place as you'll find anywhere, from the natural springs, so rich in minerals.
If you spend 45 minutes to an hour sitting in that mineral water, it relaxes you, it calms you, and everybody talks about the night's sleep that you get the first time you've ever soaked in the waters.
General Manager John Trudeau refers to the mineral waters along with the spa, the healthy cuisine, and the wellness activities they offer as the four pillars of Two Bunch, which has also undergone some major renovations in the last year.
Rice wine vinegar.
Their restaurant, Essence, in addition to serving up farm-to-table and organic foods, boasts everything natural, from fireplace to fabrics.
The walls have any outgassing paint. None of the fabrics are treated. The petrified wood that's over the fireplace is just that. It's not a ceramic tile. There's not one product in this restaurant that will harm the wildlife or the water that's underneath.
And in keeping with California's green energy trend, the resort is also now carbon neutral and the first solar-operated hotel in the Coachella Valley.
All of the electricity that we need to run all 77 acres and all 270 outlying acres is produced on our own land with our own property,
proving that planetary health can be addressed as easily as mind, body, and spirit. It's a good guess that people will be coming here for the next 600 years. An oasis right in our own backyard. And that does it for this special edition of Your Health Matters. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Janet ZAPPALA. And remember, your health matters.
We now join your program already.